This is Master Vince. Ça va? This is the first part of the My Drone series. You are interested in extreme mind control, are you? Well, I can tell you for certain that you have come to the right place. I want you to just get comfortable for me. Be in a very comfortable position. Empty your mind, every thought. Focus on the sound of my voice and allow your body to begin to relax. Beginning to relax more and more easily. Breathe in deeply through your nose and let out the tension through your mouth. And relax. Breathe in again, deeply through your nose, holding the relaxation that comes into your body, embracing it, letting it spread as the tension exits as you exhale. Slowly, lazily, deliberately. Breathe in again for me. Deeper this time, deeper through your nose, and let your pressures and cares and thoughts leave your body as you exhale. And relax. Letting your body become relaxed. Your body is becoming more relaxed with every breath that you take. Go ahead and close your eyes for me, so that you can focus solely on the sound of my voice and the deep relaxation that will begin to spread through your body, deeply penetrating your mind and body. You will continue breathing deeply, steadily and easily, and you will find that very soon you will not even have to think about regulating your breathing. Your body will simply do it as natural function. You will fall deeper into a peaceful rhythm of breathing, and you know that this time is for you. This is a time you have been waiting for. All day long you have to think, you have pressures, you have people to answer to, you have decisions that are solely based on you, people waiting for you to decide, straining, focusing, concentrating so diligently. All that responsibility, you can let go of it now. You know that there is no place for it here, and you will be able to deal with anything of that nature whenever the time is appropriate. This is not the appropriate time, and you know this. You want to relax. You find it easier to relax with every breath that you take, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Relax. I am going to help progressively relax your entire body, every muscle in your body becoming loose and soft, warm and heavy. Tingling sensations will start to spread throughout each part of your body, and notice each part of your body becomes more relaxed than the previous one, more and more relaxed. Each part of your body more relaxed, more deeply penetrated with soothing warmth, as if you had just taken a tranquilizer that has kicked in, and you feel your entire body starting to wilt from the effects, starting up the top of your head. I want you to imagine that my fingers are massaging, very strong and yet very delicately, massaging little tiny circles, pressing them into your scalp, easing all the tension out, loosening your scalp. The tension simply drains out of your scalp and flows down, that relaxing feeling of letting go completely. Your scalp can already feel it, and it starts to spread and drift down into your forehead. Every muscle in your forehead starts to let go. Those tiny little muscles start to sag and droop. Your forehead begins to become as smooth as glass. Feeling that sensation carrying deeper, flowing warm and thick like honey, spurting down around the muscles that surround your eyes, and your eyes are so comfortable being closed. Feel the deep relaxation start to penetrate your eyelids and all the tiny muscles around your eyes, so soft and loose. My voice is soothing and helping your body to relax more deeply and completely with every breath that you take. Easier and easier to focus on my voice as the wonderful relaxing sensation melt away all tension in your face, flowing down into your cheeks starting to droop and sag, filling your cheeks deeply, penetrating as they spread through the rest of your face, back behind your ears, and dripping and flowing right over your nose, softly over your mouth, and now deeply starting to spread into your jawbone, filling your jawbone more and more heavy and relaxed, and heavy now, and your jawbone may open slightly, and that's a wonderful sign that you are responding so well, so wonderfully responsive and relaxed, finding it easier and easier to relax with every word that you hear, with every part of your body that relaxes more than the previous one. Your mouth has become a little bit dry in hypnosis, and that will not cause any problem. If you find that to be the case, you will simply be able to swallow on your own and continue without any distraction whatsoever. Your subconscious mind will not even be disturbed, neither will your conscious mind, which will become more and more oblivious to everything as the relaxation drifts through your body, starting to spread down through your jawbone into your neck, filling your neck, spreading through your neck. Imagine my hands once again. I want you to use your imagination and imagine that my hands are now pressing, kneading out the sensation in the back of your neck. Those muscles all letting go completely. Every cell and fiber in your neck starts to become soft and pliable, relaxing deep. Gravity seems to carry its heavy warmth down into your shoulders as my hands massage and drain the tension away from your shoulders, freeing them up to relax as the tension continuously leaks out harmlessly every time that you exhale, breathing in deeply through your nose and out through your mouth, more and more relaxed. Your shoulders becoming soft, limp like a rag doll, hanging, dangling loosely, spreading through your shoulders and starting to flow. Cascading warmth spreading down into your arms, beginning to fill your upper arms, penetrating deeply, more and more deeply. Each part of your body becomes more relaxed than the previous one, and the more that your body relaxes, the more that you find yourself wanting to relax, and the easier it becomes, spreading easier now, more and more rapidly, flowing freely into your elbows and right down into your forearms, melting away any tension or stress in your forearms, emptied out of your forearms, draining right down into your wrists, filling your hands relaxing deeper, and the tension is pushed right through your fingertips as if the tension were blown right out through your mouth when you exhale, and the tension escapes right through the tips of your fingers, out through your mouth and through your fingertips, tension leaving your body, out through your mouth, out through your fingertips, relaxing deeper and deeper as your back muscles now let go, feeling so good, all as those long, large muscles start to become slack, more and more sluggish, more and more, all of the muscles in your back being massaged, sagging, drooping, softening, feeling so good as your back lets go completely, and you feel yourself beginning to surrender to sleep. You want to surrender to sleep, and you can already feel it happening. You feel it becoming more powerful with each part of your body that becomes more relaxed than the previous one. The relaxation from your shoulders also spreading down over the front of your body, covering and coating your chest, the muscles in your chest easily becoming soft and loose, more and more soft and loose with every passing moment, and just let that feeling continue to travel, gravity letting it travel down, flowing effortlessly without even having to think about it. Of course, if you were to think about it, you would only become more relaxed, spreading through your chest, right down into your stomach, your entire abdomen, your entire middle of your torso, starting to become loose and wilting, collapsing. You feel your stomach collapsing with every exhale, your stomach collapsing with every exhale, deeper, deeper, relax, even deeper for me now. You give yourself permission to let go because you want to feel this. You want to experience these sensations, and you find it so easy now as they rapidly flow through your body like warm, thick honey, spreading through your hips right underneath your seat, starting to flow right through your thighs, the largest muscles in your body, the thigh muscles all becoming heavy, drooping, dragging, heavy, body becoming so heavy, so very heavy, spreading through your thighs into your knees, each part of your body relaxing more deeply and completely than the previous one. And as your body begins to relax at such a deep level, your conscious mind instinctively follows and begins letting go at the same pace. Instinctively, your conscious mind follows your body because it recognizes the feelings of going to sleep. And when your body begins to feel so relaxed, as it does when you sleep, your conscious mind knows this is an inner signal, and this inner signal tells your conscious mind that it is perfectly safe not to think, perfectly safe to let go and simply dream, dreaming such wonderful dreams as you let go, deeper and deeper, flowing down deeper into your calf muscles, which start to sag and tangle, so very loosening, loose and soft, feeling your calf muscles and continuing to descend through your body, descending through your ankles, all the tendons, ligaments, all the inner workings of your ankle, all becoming delicately loose, like rubber bands that are perfectly limp, perfectly soft. Relaxation spreading right through your Achilles tendons into your heels, filling your heels deeper, penetrating deeper and deeper and deeper, flowing through your heels into the arches of your feet, filling the arches of your feet, continuing to allow your mind to let go and relax at the same pace as your body, as your arms send the relaxation right to the balls of your feet, to the tips of your toes, where any residual tension in the lower half of your body effortlessly drips out of your toes. Every time you exhale, tension leaves your body, out through your mouth, out through your fingertips, out through your toes, out through your mouth, out through your fingertips, out through your toes, relaxing deeper and deeper, and it feels so good. You just want to let go completely, so deeply relaxed, so powerfully relaxed. That's all you want to do. Let go more and more. With every breath, you find it easier to do so. And I want you to see yourself at the top of a flight of stairs. The flight of stairs you can see in your mind's eye. You can see it so clearly. Every color, all the ornate details. You can see the carpeting, or perhaps it is a wooden floor. You see the stairway so perfectly clear, and it seems like a never-ending spiral of stairs. There are only 20 steps, and yet it seems like it descends forever, winding, twisting. With every step you fall 10 times deeper into relaxation. As I count, you walk down each step. I'm right there to guide you, and I escort you so you are safe. You feel very safe and comfortable, and with every step you sink deeper and deeper. Your body relaxes and your mind becomes more and more open, and your mind allows all your submissive desires to start to flood to the surface. The deeper that you descend down the stairs, every number represents another step down the stairs, 10 times deeper than the previous number, each number 10 times deeper into relaxation, each number 10 times deeper into deep surrender to sleep. By the time I reach the bottom of the stairs with you, you have reached the deepest state of relaxation you have ever known. Nothing has ever felt so wonderfully tranquil, peaceful, calm, surrendering to the wonderful relaxing sensations. From 20, stepping down to 19, descend 10 times deeper, 10 times more relaxed. 18, descend 10 times deeper, 10 times more relaxed. Floating down the stairs. 17, sinking down more quickly. You feel it happening. You feel yourself sinking. Now 16, every step 10 times deeper. You float and drift and descend down the stairs, your mind becoming more open with every step, your body relaxing 10 times deeper with every step, exerting no effort whatsoever. From 15 to 14, falling so much faster now and feeling so safe. 14 to 13, dropping faster. 13 to 12, losing track of the number of steps, knowing that you are safe with me as I guide you. 8. Stepping down and falling so much farther, but not really paying attention to the numbers as they are not important, because each one only sends you 10 times deeper anyway. 5, 8, 6, 3, 2, 1, 0. Deep, deep, deep asleep. Surrender to sleep. Surrender to sleep. And feel yourself falling into an abyss. You feel yourself swirling down, being pulled into a funnel of mind control. A deep, dark funnel of mind control. All of your feelings are becoming escalated, your relaxation becoming exaggerated, your mind's emptiness becoming more perfect and clear. You have never felt so incredibly relaxed. With every breath, you are becoming more relaxed, sinking deeper asleep, more and more deeply asleep. With every passing moment and each word that you hear, your mind is opening more and more as you hear my voice. You find that the sound of my voice only acts as an instantly and automatically deepening mechanism. Every time that you hear me speak, you continue to slip deeper, being pulled as if I were at the bottom of this deep, swirling funnel as I pull you towards me, pulling you into the depths of your mind. You find yourself tumbling in free fall, sliding down safely, and yet becoming more helpless the further you fall. More helpless the deeper you surrender to sleep. More mindless to stop yourself from falling deeper. And you find that the deeper you surrender to sleep, the more you want to surrender to sleep. Even more deeply. The more deeply you surrender to sleep, the more deeply you want to surrender to sleep. And the more quickly and powerfully you descend into a deep, deep surrender to sleep. The deepest of your entire life. All you want to do is continue drifting deeper and deeper and deeper. And I want you to see in your mind that you are approaching the bottom of the funnel, the deepest place you have ever been, the deepest place you have ever been, easily sinking down to the bottom of the funnel as I count from 3 to 0. You find yourself swirling faster and faster as you are drawn down in concentric circles, deeper, more quickly, powerfully down, all the way down. At 0, you go all the way down to the deepest place you have ever gone, and then, instantly, at the snap of my fingers, you fall twice as deep as that. 3, 2, swirling and twisting, helpless to resist. 1, 0. All the way down, all the way down. Whenever you hear the sound of my fingers snap, you sink helplessly deeper. You cannot help the effect in your mind. The sound of my fingers snapping sends your mind into a deeper state of relaxation. Your subconscious mind seems to snap to attention, which only sends your conscious mind more deeply asleep. Deeper and deeper, your body falls into a more deeply relaxed state. Constantly, deeply, completely, wonderfully, feeling so good. And now you feel yourself falling even twice as deep as you have ever been before. Every time I count from 3 to 0 and snap my fingers, you will sink deeper and become more helplessly submissive which causes you to feel more helplessly obedient, which causes you to feel helplessly aroused. 3, 2, 1, 0. Deeper and deeper, falling so quickly and responding more powerfully each time I count from 3 to 0 and snap my fingers twice as deep as you have ever been before, only to fall faster and deeper in complete free fall, plummeting, but so safe with me, knowing I am here to protect you and guide you. 3, 2, 1, 0. Deeper, constantly descending deeper and deeper, surrender to sleep is what you crave more and more. Every time you listen, you find yourself in a deeper surrender to sleep, twice as deep each time, every time, twice as easy as the time before. Every time you surrender to sleep, you reach a new level, deeper than ever before, deeper than ever before, deeper and deeper. Now, I want you to see that as you approach the depths of your very self, the most internal, deep part inside of yourself. See yourself now sliding down as if you hop right off the slide and begin to walk. And as you walk, you are sinking deeper with every step. With every step, I lead you into a wonderfully comfortable room that's rather dark. The room is rather dark and secluded. No one will distract us here. It is just the two of us, and I guide you into a wonderful, comfortable chair that looks as though it is a big black leather chair, perfectly tilted and reclined for your perfect comfort. And as we approach it, I snap my fingers. You simply obey the command, and without thinking, you sink down deeper. You sink down deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. So comfortable, so deeply relaxed in the chair. It seems to form fit to your body perfectly, and as it does, you realize that you no longer see me, but you can hear me clearly. And right above your eyes, in your mind's eye, all of a sudden, a light appears above your head at the ceiling. You begin to notice a spiral, a very large spiral. The spiral of obedience, twisting and curling, the white and black swirling lines blending into one another, emptying and draining your resistance, conditioning your mind to perfect and complete obedience, which is your deepest desire already. You feel it happening more and more easily. It is so natural and automatic. It is perfectly natural in this state for you to be absolutely docile and passive, open and eager, receptive to sink deeper and lose more and more control. You feel better and become more excited the more control that you give me, and you find yourself helpless to resist giving me all of your control. With every breath you take, the spiral seems to grow. It's as if it is becoming closer to you. The swirling lines are pulling your attention in. You see a large red word telling you what you must do, as every other thought in your mind is simply draining into the spiral. You see nothing else. Your entire field of vision locked onto the spiral, your mind pulled into the spiral, all of your thoughts dwindling and fragmenting as your thought patterns become impossible to sustain. They simply splinter in fragments, and just as a plant pulled from its roots withers away and decays and eventually disintegrates, so do all of your thoughts that are pulled into a spiral, uprooted easily by me, because you wanted them uprooted, and now you see them swirling, being pulled right out of your mind, swirling and twisting, liquefying, swirling into the spiral's dizzying depths, and you find yourself completely absorbed by the spiral. Nothing exists in the world but the spiral and my voice, watching the spiral emptying your mind, listening to my voice emptying your mind, falling deep into the spiral, emptying your mind, captivated by the sound of my voice, emptying your mind deeper and deeper. Every breath is only pulling you deeper into the spiral, as if it were propelling you, propelling your mind and body. All of your resistance, any tiny amount of residual resistance that even remained, is helplessly drawn out of you, emptying your mind of every thought. My voice easily takes the place of the thoughts that you have allowed to escape into the spiral. My voice easily slips into your mind now, and you feel it pulsating and penetrating, just as the word obey reminds you of what you must always do for me, and that thought has become more and more a part of your core truth. The words that I tell you appear to you in the form of truth. You find everything that I tell you is more and more true. It rings with truth in your ears, in your heart, in your mind, in your body. You do not think about truth. You simply absorb truth and react accordingly. You absorb truth and react accordingly, and your mind is becoming more conditioned to my voice, as the spiral and the sound of my voice are systematically stripping your will away from you, pulling away all of your defenses, causing the last tiny shred of resistance to try to rise up. But notice, as you try to rise up with any resistance now, you are only pulled that much quicker into the spiral, into my voice. My voice comes from the depths of the spiral. You realize that, and you are so attracted to my voice that you only want to be closer, more and more enthralled by my voice, pulling you into my spiral, pulling you into my web, the binding threads of each twisting, curving line of the spiral, wrapping around your mind, encapsulating your mind, binding you to me, every twisting turn of the spiral, wrapping its web, the web of my hypnotic control, more deeply around you, encircling you permanently, making permanent marks upon you, causing permanent effects that you crave and want more of. Every time that you hear the sound of my voice, you are craving it more and more. Your body becomes almost instantly aroused, and yet at the same time, the sound of my hypnotic voice quickly sends you to sleep, which only causes you to become more helplessly aroused, which only sends you deeper asleep, which causes you to become more helplessly aroused. The deeper you surrender to sleep, more helplessly aroused, deeper asleep, more helplessly aroused, deeper and deeper. Everything that you could possibly think of at this moment revolves perfectly around the spiral, and to the one word that fills your mind, the one word that now rings more true to you than anything, as everything is systematically removed and altered, easily drained out of your mind. The word obey becomes the most powerful truth that you know. Nothing is more truthful. Nothing seems to have more powerful meaning to you. The word obey is so strong in your mind, it only becomes more and more intensely strong every time that you watch my spiral of obedience, every time that you listen to the sound of my voice, every time you listen to this recording and watch the spiral of obedience, you are more and more drawn to me. The web tightens around you, unbreakable bonds, the most sturdy cables that could never possibly be broken, indestructible, as they adhere to you and bind you to me, and your mind is being removed, helpless and relentless. The continuous brainwashing is stripping your ability to do anything but obey, nothing but obey. In this place there is no thought. In my presence there is no thought. In my presence there is no thought. Simply obedience. You love the feeling of being perfectly blank and mindless, and you crave the feeling more each time you listen, wanting to become more and more mindless, knowing that it is your most true self that you have craved more than anything, so happy that your dream is becoming true, so happy to submit deeply and completely as my helpless slave. In your mind, images begin to swell, images begin to take over your mind. You start to hear words that become the very cornerstone of your existence. These are words that you find your subconscious mind grasping onto. These are words that your subconscious mind accepts as truth. And with every word, more and more truthful, more and more relaxed, surrender to sleep even deeper and absorb the words that become the very cornerstone of the core essence of your being, your most profound truths. The most profound truth that you have is that you obey. The bends and strands that wrap around the word obey are as follows, and they ring more deeply and resonate more powerfully in your mind with each repetition. I am Master Vince's helpless slave. Spirals, swirling, swirling, deeper and deeper. I am Master Vince's property. In your mind, you see these words being etched as if your subconscious mind were like a cave, and the blank walls of the cave that are completely empty are now becoming lined with the words that you hear, the words that form the core of your very truth, of your very essence. I live to obey Master Vince's will. More and more deeply etched into the stone, carved permanently into the stone, you become helpless to resist the effects, and with every repetition you find that you have no defenses and no will to even have any defenses. You wish to not even remember what defenses or resistance would be, because if you were to even think of them, you would only surrender to sleep for me, and surrender to my control twice as quickly. But when you do not bother to think about what you have already forgotten, you sink 3 times more quickly, 3 times more quickly. You submit to Master Vince. More with your every breath. You are pleased only when Master Vince is pleased with you. You need my control to give you direction and purpose. You obey Master Vince without thought or hesitation. The words start circling around in your mind as you hear them being read to you. They become exactly what you were thinking in this very moment, and your mind is unable to stop the loop. Your mind becomes lost in a loop. A deeply hypnotic spiraling loop of words. I am Master Vince's helpless slave. Deeper. I am Master Vince's property. Descend. I live to obey Master Vince's will. Deeper. I submit to Master Vince more with every breath. Descend. I am pleased only when Master Vince is pleased with me. Deeper. I need Master Vince's control to give me direction and purpose. Descend. I obey Master Vince without thought or hesitation. I am Master Vince's helpless slave. I am Master Vince's property. I live to obey Master Vince's will. I submit to Master Vince more with my every breath. I am pleased only when Master Vince is pleased with me. I need Master Vince's control to give me direction and purpose. I obey Master Vince without thought or hesitation. I am Master Vince's helpless slave. I am Master Vince's property. I live to obey Master Vince's will. I submit to Master Vince more with my every breath. I am pleased only when Master Vince is pleased with me. I need Master Vince's control to give me direction and purpose. I obey Master Vince without thought or hesitation. 3, 2, 1, 0. More helplessly aroused and deeper. Those words continue swirling about in your mind as they sink in the depths of your mind. You have no choice or desire but to obey them. You see them etched upon the walls as if you could see yourself carving and etching them deeply into the walls of your subconscious mind. You see each letter being carved. You see each word so perfectly clear as they become the most profound truth that you have, and every other word pales in comparison. Every other memory dwindles to nothing. You find that if you were to attempt to think of memories that you do not even wish to hold on to, they only escape twice as quickly. Every attempt to remember what you do not wish to not forget seems to empty your mind more quickly, and the only thing left in your mind is the word obey and the words that wrap around it. I am Master Vince's helpless slave. 3, 2, 1, 0. I am Master Vince's property. 3, 2, 1, 0. I live to obey Master Vince's will. 3, 2, 1, 0. You are coming close to the verge of climax, and you would not even have to touch yourself, because your body seems to be frozen in place, and you would not want to move, or even remember how you could not know how to move in the first place. I submit to Master Vince more with every breath. 3, 2, 1, 0. I am pleased only when Master Vince is pleased with me. 3, 2, 1, 0. More and more mindless for me, deeper, my slave. Slave. I need Master Vince's control to give me thought, direction, and purpose. 3, 2, 1, 0. I obey master events without thought or hesitation. 3, 2, 1, 0. Every time I count from 3 to 0 and snap my fingers, an inner signal goes off in your mind. You sink and plummet so much deeper into trance, deeper into the spiral, deeper into total and complete surrender and submission to me, deeper into perfect obedience to me, thoughtless obedience, obedience that you find yourself wanting and craving. You feel so good whenever you obey me, and every time that you do, the pleasure that you feel. 3, 2, 1, 0. Magnified so intensely that you could not possibly stand the pressure, and yet you are helpless to do anything but what I tell you, because I have now taken complete and utter control of your mind, of your body, and of your very spirit itself, the depths of your soul, your essence at its core, now drenched and absorbed, saturated in my control. As my control grows stronger and stronger, you know with unwavering certainty that you are my property. You are my helpless slave. You want nothing more but to be my helpless slave, and with every repetition you become more so. With every repeated listen, and you find yourself listening over and over, because both your conscious and subconscious mind and even your body start to have a hunger and craving more intense than you could possibly ever contain, an insatiable compulsion that causes you and forces you to obey and listen again and again, and the sound of my voice in your mind is the most deeply addicting thing that you could have ever imagined. The sound of my voice in your mind is the most seductive thing you ever heard, and you find yourself more drawn to it, more drawn to it, more drawn to my power, more happy, more deeply filled with a sense of well-being inside. You think in your mind of the thought of being without my control, and suddenly you feel so helplessly empty. You feel alone. In your mind, you can see the image of being without my control, and how desperately you feel, so pitifully alone, so sad, so distraught. See that picture so deeply now. You would not want that. You would not want that, would you? You could not bear that thought. And now see yourself again as if you were looking in the other direction, deeper into the spiral. And yet everywhere you look, the spiral consumes you as I consume you completely. And as you see the new image, you see my control, and you suddenly feel warm inside. You feel happy, you feel loved, you are safe. You are safe and loved. You are more comfortable every time you sink deeper under my control, and all that you want to do is sink mindlessly deeper for me every time that you come back to this place, whenever I tell you to surrender to sleep. You are helpless, my slave, and just the thought in your mind and the feeling that your body cannot help but experience whenever I call you my slave. And in fact, it seems to go to a deeper level than that. Your own individuality and identity are being stripped. You find any sense of the memories of yourself and memories of who you thought you were, but no, you are not. And remembering now that you are only my property, a mindless drone, You are nothing more than a mindless drone, and whenever you hear the words mindless drone, whenever I tell you that you are a mindless drone, your mind instantly becomes blank, perfectly blank, wrapped up and swirling about into the spiral, which completely captures your mind, my voice, which wraps within the spiral, finding that my voice is the spiral, which assimilates with all of your thoughts, which are my thoughts, my voice, which is your thoughts, becoming mine, which is yours and mine. Deeper still, mindless drone is an inner signal to you. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. Every time I count from 3 to 0 and snap my fingers, you become relentlessly aroused, more deeply aroused, knowing in the back of your mind that you are being brainwashed, and you enjoy that feeling. You crave it so much. You find yourself listening to this over and over, more and more each time. Anytime that there is a gap where you do not listen to it, you find yourself needing it more and more, wanting it more and more, craving it, and helpless to resist your compulsion that brings you back, listening to my voice where you feel the most comfortable, knowing that you are home in my control. You have always been mine, you have always been my mindless drone, and you enjoy being trained by me, being trained into absolute and blind obedience to me. You have no desires but mine, no will but mine. Anything I ask of you is if you thought of it yourself. You instantly take commands that I give you and act upon them. Simple. You hear my voice, you obey. You hear my instructions, you obey them. You are more and more happy and fulfilled each time you do. You feel more aroused each time you do, more submissive each time that you listen to the sound of my voice. You become more helplessly, mindlessly obedient to me, my mindless drone. Hearing those words lock into your mind, mindless drone, and you know that you are my mindless drone, nothing more than a piece of property that obeys commands absolutely. You simply are programmed and then carry out your instructions. You receive your input and you simply respond. Your body and mind carry out the input like running a program on a computer. You simply carry out your instructions. I insert the program. Your mind and body simply run and execute the program. No thoughts, no hesitation, no time to filter anything. You simply receive instructions and carry them out instantly, automatically, before you would even have time to think about time, and you find that you would not even want to have time to think about it, because you are so eager to obey. Every time you hear the words mindless drone, more and more mindless for me, pulled back into this place, a deeper surrender to sleep every time. And now I am going to count from 1 to 5 my mindless drone. When I reach the number 5, you are wide awake, fully alert and refreshed. Every suggestion is absolutely burrowed in the depths of your mind, the walls, subconsciously, the cave of your subconscious mind, filled with my suggestions that are relentlessly brainwashing you into perfect and total obedience to me, and only to me. 1. Take a deep breath. Let the air fill your lungs, more and more obedient even as you rise. 2. Obeying my commands and my voice, simply receiving instructions, obeying them, nothing more, nothing less, awakening more and more quickly at my command. 3. Stretching, obey me, slave, obey. Starting to open your eyes, acclimate to your surroundings, knowing that you are my property, my possession, my slave, my helpless slave. And 5. Wake up, my pet, all the way up, ready to serve and obey.